This weekend on the Weekend Homestead, we've got a project. We're going to use this epoxy kit and we're going to fix up the floor down in the basement. It's a real simple project. Almost anybody can do it. Just a couple easy steps. We're going to run through them really quick. We'll get this done. Good weekend project. Take an old floor and make it look brand new. Make it really easy to clean. Right now we've got a 1960s home that has a concrete floor in it, and the concrete floor here has seen better days. So our hope is to use one of these kits. It was about $40, $50 at the home improvement store, but one kit will cover almost the equivalent of a one-car garage. So for the most part, it covers most spaces in a basement, but if you need to, 2 kits will do it. But to completely refresh the floor, you know, it's an easy project. For this project, you need a couple simple things. You're gonna need a scraper, a paintbrush, some tape, good pair of rubber gloves, a roller, and then your kit. The other thing I'd recommend is if you have some coveralls or some old clothes, you definitely want to wear them, because if you get this stuff on your clothes, unfortunately you're not getting it out. Alright, let's open up the kit here and I'll show you what's inside. There's really 3 simple parts to the kit. The main piece, the epoxy additive, and then the glitter. It's not really glitter, it's kind of like colored flakes. What they suggest to do is completely clean your floor. Now if you're doing this in a garage, you're going to want to etch it, but because we haven't had any oil or anything like that down here, for the most part, just clean your floor completely. I'll show you a couple steps on that. Then you take part 1 and add it to part 2 here, mix it together, wait 15 minutes, and then you're ready to go. It's as simple as painting the floor after that point in time. After you're done painting, take some of these Flakes and you throw them over the top of it to kind of break up the pattern on the floor, and it gives it a nice finish look. The cool thing about this kit, and a lot of the kits out there, is you can buy it in any one of these colors and they'll mix it for you right at the store. So instead of just getting the plain old gray or whatever it is, we're doing a nice warm color called saddle brown down here. It'll turn out really nice and warm the place up a little bit. Now one of the things we did ahead of time was I completely washed the floor down here and ran the vacuum over it a number of times. After I was done vacuuming and washing the floor, I got my scraper out and scraped it to get all the fine materials off. So one thing they suggest is to do the tape test after you're done cleaning your floor. Take 2 pieces of tape, stick them to your floor, and if your tape comes out nice and clean like this, you're ready to go. If your tape looks like this, you need to keep cleaning. Basically, you want to make it so that your epoxy will adhere right to the floor. So if you have little particles, paint chips, anything like that, scrape all that off there. You're probably going to spend 3 times as much time prepping your floor as actually doing the epoxy. I worked on the floor for 2 days down here cleaning it up, and I guarantee you it'll probably only take me about a half an hour to actually put down the epoxy down here and get everything finished. It's kind of interesting, but the cleanup part of it always takes longer. So let's get started on this and I'll show you how this all goes together. All right, here we go. It says you need to stir this now for 3 minutes. that's it. Pretty simple project. Took 2 days. Basically, first day did all the prep, second day did all the epoxying, and this is the result. Great way to clean up a basement, great way to work on a garage. It's a simple project, fairly inexpensive, and almost anybody can do it. If you can clean something and you can paint something, you can do this project. If you have any questions, leave them down in the comments. If you've ever tried doing this before, leave me a message. I'd be interested to see how your results were, but we're pretty happy with the results. It took this old 1960s basement, epoxied the walls, epoxied the floor, and everything's good to go. At some point in time, we'll be finishing this side, but until then, we wanted to make it livable and usable, so fairly easy way to do it. A couple of things of paint, a couple of weekends, and we're good to go. Again, if you have any questions, leave them down in the comments. Otherwise, this has been the Weekend Homestead, living a simple life, one weekend at a time. Thanks for watching.